Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays the Archer here at Pineleaf's Archery Club. And I have moved into my new little area and I have quite a number of storage boxes here. I've moved all that stuff over. Here I have my food and as you see I still have plenty of it. So even though I only have 2 bread here, if I want to go out on an expedition, obviously I'll grab something from here. Here's a complete chest of eggs, and here is a nearing complete. So I'm soon going to have 2 double chests full of eggs. Here I'm just keeping wood items. I'll probably be going down and finishing up the floor at some point in here. But that's how far I've gotten so far. Here are my special premium items, including my compass, saddle stuff. I at some point want to go and get a horse up, but I still haven't gotten around to that. That's not on the top of my priority list. Rails and stuff like this. At some point I'll get those rails up. They'll probably be in some later items. Here we have our stone type stuff, mineral type content. Here, anything related to arrows, so therefore the arrows themselves, flint, feathers. I haven't got sticks here. I probably should throw some sticks here also, but since they're so easy to make, I haven't worried about that. And the gravel is because most likely I'm just going to convert all that gravel into flint at some point, but it's pretty tedious to do such a conversion. I put the furnace outside because this just does not look like the most best place in order to put a furnace. Sounds like it'll smoke up the area, so I decided to put it outside. Yes, I know that's not literally true in the game, but I figure, well, at least that explains why I put that there. Oh, it just doesn't look perfectly aesthetic on there, but alright. Such are the breaks. So here we are. Not much has changed out here, except that those pumpkins keep on growing and growing and growing. And now over here, all I've got left down here are some beets that are growing. Am I going to do anything with this? I don't know. Probably make sure that I have a comfortable lead up to the first hole once I have my final location for my clubhouse and have that all set up. Now, last time I was testing from the long tee. I'm going to see how things work now after clearing out some of the trees in that area. Last time I had a great deal of trouble. Yeah, obviously I need to shoot higher if I'm going to get that right, because that is rather low shot and right. Okay. Let's try. Yeah, because when you're shooting it from there, it's hard to see where you're shooting. And it's very easy to get into a bad spot. Oh, there's the arrow up there. Oh, good. At least I was able to find it this time. Last week I was losing them all the time. Or at least I thought I saw the chicken. I mean the arrow. Let's see. Then again, maybe I didn't see the arrow. Of course, if I had seen a dead chicken here, then I would have known what the problem was. Which is another reason you don't want to go around shooting blind. Just to make sure I didn't overshoot. I remember last week when I had that time of overshooting and wound up thinking I undershot and wound up overshooting instead. Yeah, I am still losing arrows. So that does tell me that I have to do something about my shooting skill in making sure that I get over this. Now, of course, Reason for that is to be a challenge to the player. So therefore, it's not something I'd want to remove. Though this does indicate the disadvantage of doing an archery course as opposed to an interpearl course. Since an interpearl course, you just teleport to wherever you're at. But then an interpearl course is something that you don't have an analogy of in the real world, so that's the reason why that plus the fact that you need all of those ender pearls. It means getting into the ender, getting an enderman farm and all that fun stuff. And since I'm doing this in 1.9, we'll see how long. We'll see if I ever get around to fighting the end dragon or anything like that. Imagine if I wind up putting a hole in the end. Something to think about at some point. Well, anyway, I managed to lose that again. So I'm going to have to stroke in distance, I guess. It has to be somewhere along this line. 1, 2. Yeah, so somewhere along this line has to be the arrow. It's not anywhere there. Right, anywhere around here? Anywhere around here? Oh. And once again, I don't know if that was the first arrow or the second arrow. Well, let's see. Can I hit? No, I am way short there. Alright. So it does tell me then that, yes, keep a good idea of where you shot it, and 2, account for the possibility of way overshooting. Alright, now where is this? Alright, at least that time I found it. Yeah, right, even I can hit that one. Right. Certainly not as easy as it was a couple of episodes back when I was really ripping through this. But I suspect that if I line up my shot a little bit better, I should. If I clear this, I think it'll be a lot easier. So let's try that one more time. Let me see, where's the sun? Yeah, I got time to do one more today. You would think I'll be able to. And this time a little bit higher. Because I was looking so high that I had no idea where that went. Well, at least I didn't find a dead chicken. That's always good. What's bad is that once again, yes, I am just losing arrows left and right. Now this time I know I couldn't go and past the hole because there is no way I am shooting it that far in a single shot. Oh, no, that's not it. Because I know I got past this point. Did I go into the trees? Probably. And it's getting near sunset. Well, once again I prove that this is just a couple of changes. Adding a couple of trees there made a major difference in this hole. I might have to rearrange that because I didn't mean this particular hole to be that challenging. It's supposed to be an intro hole at the start of the entire course. Not something that's supposed to be making you go, yay! Alright, well, yes, of course. I'm trying to keep a close look at the sun. I forgot that. Yeah, between episodes, I built myself a clock so that I can see when the sun sets, which it did right now, it looks like. So I'll take care of that. Alright. And I think I picked up a couple of eggs there. Yes. I'm picking up eggs all over the place. I'm probably going to have another place somewhere else that's going to have an entirely another pair of eggs. I'm going to have chests. I'm going to have double chests so full of eggs all over the place. And it's too bad there was absolutely no... I'm having no trouble with arrows trying to keep up where my arrows land. You can imagine if I tried an egg throwing course. Because I think I could throw an egg just as far. But the only way you'd know is where the chicken lands at the end. Let's see. And you also have to be careful because it's one quick shot over there. Right. Now let's... Hopefully I don't kill a chicken I just created. Let's see. Alright, we'll put it in line with that rose bush. It's like way beyond it. Alright, looks like it went beyond the rose bush. So if I look at the rose bush, I have a way of lining it up. The rose bushes are along this line. But it's not in there. But there's absolutely no sign. Now, I strongly doubt it would go beyond. Now, there's got to be some way I have in order to make it, because if you're constantly losing ones, all that's going to do is create frustration in anyone who's attempting to play the course. So obviously we need a few tweaks in here. And this is why I expected the first hole to take longer than the others is because of the time of doing tweaks like this to make sure that, well, that the hole is playable, not impossible, not ridiculously easy. Of course, first hole might not be too bad if it's ridiculously easy. Yeah. Is it something to do with the water? No, because I know the last time when I had knocked one into the water, I was able to pick it up there and just take a water penalty, which is fine. Now the problem is if you don't know where the arrow went, you can't declare an unplayable lie and just say, alright, let's go and do that. So let's see, trees, because I think it's when I added the trees that everything just really turned sour on there. And I cleared out much of this. Besides, I don't see any up there. Oh yeah, that's another thing I did. I planted these birch here. Now, it's not in a very decorative location yet. Though I think I am going to have some birches as decoration. But this is mainly because I was using birch flooring in here. And I wanted to have a ready resource for that. And there are all sorts of things down here. Oh yeah, and this is a bit of a mushroom farm because Every time I come down here, new mushrooms grow in. Now, I don't know why mushrooms grow on this, but oh, that's something I should do. I really should put some brown mushrooms down here. I'm assuming, of course, that brown mushrooms have no trouble growing on that. Let's see, brown mushroom. Right, because I have all these red mushrooms here, and no real source of brown mushrooms. So I really should give them a chance to grow. Now, I've got to make sure. Yeah, there is a whole thing about making sure I'm not too close to the light. And let's see. Alright, that's what I'll do for now, and I'll look for better locations later on. Alright, now let's see. Anything down here? This is probably going to be turned into my main mine. Since the other mine that I have, that abandoned mine shaft, is going to be turned into a hole, I don't want to do too much mining out of there until I know exactly how that hole is going to be laid out. And yeah, that's going to be one of them. I wonder if that's going to be a more challenging hole or a less challenging hole, because it's underground, and that sounds like it's going to be a real pain, but if you veer off course, it sounds like you might wind up just going into a wall. If you go to a wall, well, at least it won't be too difficult to find. So from the point of view of losing shots, it might not be as bad. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I want that, I want that, I want that. Is that finally finished up all? No, I still got the bread there. I'm trying to finish up all this bread because I just have no real need of it. I just have one less thing to worry about is if I just eat it all. Alright. And give myself some granite. I'm not too sure what I'll be doing with it, but I'm sure there is going to be a hole somewhere where I am going to be wanting mounds and mounds of granite. And might as well grab it. Now, alright, use this pickaxe up. Let's see what I could do. See, after I do this, actually, I have an idea. I think I need to get myself an anvil. The reason why I'm thinking of anvil is I have a Fortune 2 book. And I also have a few. I think I might have enough diamonds to make a pickaxe. I have to see if I have enough diamonds to make a pickaxe. Because if I do, the main thing I need to do is to make an anvil. And I got to just remember what I need to do in order to make one of those things. I'll have to come down here later to see if anything actually grows or if I just put them in too much light. And yeah, I am going to have to make that so that it goes down a little bit more smoothly. Alright. Now that I've done, okay, here are the minerals. But anvils. Now, here's 21, 21, 64. Now, I think an anvil I just don't think a dirt block belongs there. Alright, good. Put this dirt block back. And put a... Let's see. This one. One of these. Up here. And that will just look... I think that'll look a little bit better. And back there, good. Oh, that was my intent. Alright, with that done... Oh yes, I wanted to go and make... an anvil. Now, pretty sure it needs iron blocks. Curiosity. Yeah, okay. I can undo that if necessary. That's good. That way if I'm wrong. Now, the problem is, what does it need exactly? Oh, it's probably something. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that's it then. Okay, 3 blocks of iron. Yeah, it takes a huge amount of iron in order to create these things. Good. And I could put this right here. Okay. And this is the repair name and all sorts of things you could do with these. I've never actually used an anvil before. But I only have 2 diamonds, so it's sort of moot since I can't make a diamond pickaxe until I get a 3rd diamond. So I'm going to have to go back into that abandoned mine shaft and, or maybe even down there, and see if I can find some more diamonds. Maybe I could manage to find some before the next episode. Then I can make myself a fortune pickaxe. But that'll have to wait till our next episode of Piney Plays the Archer, Pineleaf's Archery Course.